Hello, everybody. Grumpy Goblin is back. After caving in to the peer pressure of watching other people making a killing with the care packages, I decided, yeah, I want in on that. So here we are. Here is the little farming get up I've got going right now. And from what I've experienced, you have to be near it for it to work. Because if I leave and like these stuff's not filled up, when I come back, they're still not full. So I don't think it works unless you're nearby. And I'm also having problems getting it to fill all of these things correctly. I don't think it's full yet. I'm getting there. No rewards pending. That's cool. But let me go over what I've built. It's a mostly standard, I think, design that I've seen on a lot of people's streams. Well, that's not what I meant to do. I also am watching other people's streams, and even like some of the bigger names get really frustrated with the same things in Astroneer that I do. So I feel like I'm in good company. Trying to pull something, like trying to reach in and pull a single nugget off of a canister, and then you accidentally grab the whole canister or something like that. But what I want to do today is look at the farming. Oh yeah, I was going to go over what I did. I went to Aatrox, and while on Aatrox, I grabbed me 2 swift cauldranges, and I've set them up to be making soup. Soup is 1 sturdy squash sample, which is those right there, which comes from these pumpkins, squashes, which I've set to automatically be harvested and then replanted using these proximity repeaters. These go off anytime something new is in its vicinity. Then what happens is I have 2 auto arms reaching in and grabbing the sturdy squash samples and then placing them into the swift cauldranges. Now soup requires 1 sturdy squash, and oh, thank you, that's not what I wanted. Let's set that back over there. Soup requires 1 sturdy squash and 1 leek. So I went to Visania and I grabbed myself a couple leeks, and when you put a tapper on a leek, on a tubercle, it produces leeks. So I have another auto arm on either side, reaching in and getting the ready to harvest leeks, pulling them and putting them in the cauldrange to complete the recipe. It then processes the recipe and makes a canister of soup. These auto arms reach in, grab the soup, and put it over here on the trade platform or the request platform to be sent up. Now I think this one is full. Yes, it is. 2240 means the canister at the top up here is full, and each of the pegs, the slots on the side, are full. And there's 1 extra one on the very top up there, equaling a total of 2,240 points per trip. And I'm 320 bytes away from my next goal. And I'm about ready to cash in 2,240. So let's send that on its way. And so then where I'm at after that is I have an auto arm over here that I don't keep on, because what it does is if I keep it on, it grabs the canisters of soup and then puts them over here, which I don't want to happen. So I've been doing, there's a little bit of manual stuff I have to do, and that is putting this pile of wonderful stuff over here is all the stuff that we've received so far in different care packages. So here's the care package stuff receiving. What I would do at this point is turn off these two auto arms so that they stop delivering the canisters. So now I've been delivered some titanium, some iron, some tungsten. I don't think I have enough containers for these. I don't. Let's go grab a couple empty canisters. There's an empty one. Nope, I reached right past it and grabbed the wrong one. There's the empty one. You know what, let's grab, I know I'm going to need a couple more of these. Let's just go ahead and bring these over. Let's just bring, okay, I'll bring 3 over, including the one I got in my hand. So any kind of solid resources that are nuggets, I will put these in here to collect that. Hello. So that goes there. So that's going to collect titanium for me. And you have to pre-seed them or they'll suck everything in. What are these ones? What do I have? What do I already have? I've already got one for quartz, graphite, and clay. I can't see. I can't see. Quartz, graphite, and clay I already have. Where's the camera system sucks sometimes. All right. So that one's going to be titanium. This one's going to be tungsten. And whoops. This one is going to be iron. And there's copper up there too. This was a pretty good thing. I need to go get another canister. Let's need one of the empty ones. There's an empty one right there. So I will overshoot my destination like I always do. I'm going to set that down. Let's flip you around so your output is facing out here. All right, this one is going to go over here. And what did I say? It's going to be copper. There we go. All right, so that should be something that's already there. All right, so whenever I get a care package of stuff that comes in, I'll turn off these two so that it stops delivering canisters long enough for me to turn this one on. It will then pull those out. Those will get sorted and put into whatever canister they are. And if there's something that doesn't go in a canister, it automatically gets put on a silo. All right, so that's everything in that care package. So I'll turn that arm back off and then turn these two back on and start the process back up again. That is the only way I know how to do it right now. There might very well be a better way. I need to research the stacked platforms, because if I don't know if that's the answer or not, because even these canisters up here, what I want to happen is this auto arm needs to reach in here and only pull off the stuff that's not a canister of soup, right? I don't know how to do that. I don't think there's any kind of filter, you know, where I could drop a load of soup in here and say, do anything but this. That would be a cool new feature, I think. I need to swap these out because these are like ready to go. So now what this will do is it'll fill up those around. I'm already up to 1680 on this one. All right, so. Okay, so that's my thing. every once in a while, I need to make some more silos. Oh yeah, I want to process all of this over here. Um, I need a medium arm for this. What in the world? I need a medium arm for this. And I need a medium platform. Now I need one more medium arm. I should have this memorized by now, but I don't. An auto arm is 1 aluminum, 1 graphite. I think I've got 1 aluminum left. Oh, there's 9 in there. Alright, so there's an aluminum. Now I still need a graphite. I have 2 empty soil canisters on me, so I need graphite. Have I been delivered any graphite? I don't remember. Don't think so. What's that? Oh, I have. Also, I do have... Oh, there's 4 in there. Alright, let's take it off momentarily. I'm going to grab 2. Reverse it, and then put it back. Cool. I'm going to make 2 auto arms. So I've already got 1 aluminum over there. Let's grab another aluminum. And let's make 2 auto arms. And I'll grab this resin. We'll make 1 more medium platform A. One auto arm. 2 auto arms. 2 auto arms. Now I need to do a medium platform A. Grab that, grab that. Don't think I got enough room for the... well, I do need that there because I might have to power that. Yeah, let's just carry... Oh, do you see those bytes I just gained? Like the 300 and something 3 times in a row really fast? That's my automatic... research sample that's happening in a cave somewhere on Glacio. Totally forget where it is. I'm pretty sure it's down in my main cave. Now I noticed just going over here for a little bit stopped all of this from processing. At least that's what it looks like to me. I'm gonna send this up. There we go. It'll be a little bit less this trip up, but that's been sitting there and driving me crazy. All right, so what's going on? Sometimes what happens... I've only got 2 pumpkins. Somehow the seeds, it just kind of keeps getting further and further up over here. I don't want it to be there. Oh well. Does any of them fly out over here? Yeah, see, sometimes the squash samples don't land in the zone where the arms can get to them. So I do have to keep an eye on that. My squashes, I used to have 4 running. We're down to 2. So there is some level of what is that called? Attrition, when you just lose stuff. Ooh, that made a lot. I like how they roll into place there. Good, good, good. Excellent. And that one's even in reach. Yeah, there we go. This one's getting ready to blow. Getting ready to blow. Where are they gonna go? It's getting ready to blow. Come on. Blow. Ah. 1. 1. Alright. So let's whip over here. This looks like it's full. Yeah, this one's ready to go. So let's go ahead and send... Let's send this one up. And now let's build my thingy over here. I want to have it pick up from over here. This is messy. Pick up. Wah, wah. there we go. Right? That's good. Alright, so now we turn these two off, and I turn this one on, and it collects the stuff that it brought back. So we got another nano chip. We've got another button of some kind. There's another data chip. There's another EXO chip. That's another... Oh, was that a... It was. Yeah, there's a mini smelting. There's one of those mini smelting furnaces. These are cool. All right, so when that's done, I turn that off. And then I turn these two back on. I think I could set up a... isn't there a power switch that I can make? That I could flip those on and off together at the same time? Buttons are printed from the backpack. I thought they were. Okay, maybe they're not. All right, so we'll go to the small printer. Here we go. It's a power thing. Power switch. There it is. Toggles power flow through a single power line. 1 copper. We're gonna do that because then I could like. I could like, well, let's make it, and then I'll be able to visualize it better. Oh, there's copper over here already, isn't there? I think there was, because I had some copper delivered earlier. Is that copper? That's copper, but it's only holding 1. So let's take it off, and then when I get more, I'll reprime it for copper. So now let's make a power switch. I'll find it eventually. It's not printed from the backpack. That's why it's not finding it. What's going on? It feels like nothing has been happening. It didn't plan it. There we go. Oh, and this one fell out of the way too. So now, yeah, see those seeds shot over here and were not planted. I almost lost all of my pumpkins just now because those seeds would eventually have blown up and disappeared. Let's grab some soil. Build up a little bit more of a wall there. There is a narrow mod over here. Is that it? No, that's alignment. Where did my... Yeah, this is not good. This isn't loading the way that I want it to. They're all going into random slots. I thought they would go... Everything was kind of going to the silo first, but now they're not. So now I'm annoyed. I need to make more silos so that I make sure that they have places to go. I need to make a lot of silos. There was a narrow mod because I remember moving it manually. Alignment. Yeah, I have no idea. I know I had one. What's going on? Okay, they were running behind. Sometimes Astronium will come out of the pumpkins, and that's if they happen to land in that area, then this arm will grab it and put it over here. Like there's 8 Astronium that I've gotten for free from this. Okay. I want to set up the power switch for these two, which means let's set it. Oh, I have to go to a small printer. Mr. Distraction. Mr. Distraction. What? Squirrel. Power switch. So I want these two to be like on a power thing on themselves. So let's detach this real quick. And bring this around to here. And then bring this around to here. This is no, this is not right. Not right, not right, not right. My power to all of this is coming from right here. It's coming over. These all need to be powered all the time. So it needs to come out of here. I need a splitter. One copper, one graphite. Let's grab another graphite. It always pops out on the opposite side that I need it. Alright, now another copper. Pretty sure I'm out of copper. I'm fairly certain I'm out of copper. Ooh, I've got some malachite though. Yay! Let's smelt some malachite. Because that makes copper. And then I'll have the copper for which I need right now. Maybe let's say there's copper on that. There's not. Alright, we're going to make a splitter. Oh, I've got a leak on me. Alright, come on. Alright, splitter can go here. It's going to come in over here and split to here. And nope. It's going to come in from over here. Please be long enough. Please be long enough. Please be long enough. Please be long enough. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. They're killing me, game. You're killing me. There we go. And then from over here to here. Is that right? Yeah. So then I forgot to put the switch in. The switch can go here. And then I can turn it on and off like that. Okay, that's an easier way to turn, and then that disconnects from there. So I can turn those on and off with this. But everything else is still receiving power, right? No. Oh yeah, is it turn it on? No, these are not receiving power because those have to come from over there. So let's take this back and run power to this whole thing from over here. Alright, so now if I turn this off, just those two should shut down. Right? Those have no power. Those have power. Perfection. So now I can turn those off with a single switch. Let's set this leak that I was handed over here so it gets dealt with. There we go. Okay. What do I want to do now? What do I want to do now? Let's finish this over here that I was working on. This is a mess over here. I need to build a bunch of silos because this is just not... There's another smelting furnace. This is just not attainable over here. At all. Having it just throw stuff willy-nilly up into these tall canisters. Whoops. Let's take... How many there's 6, there's 12. So I need at least 12 silos. And the silos cost how much? 2 titanium. I need 24 titanium. That's a lot of titanium. I've got 1 titanium in there. Eureka! We're set for life for titanium! Alright, let's run this one over. That sucks. Let's put you... I want these to be... Are those still functioning? Yeah. That looks like I might contain it a little bit better. Just a wee bit better. Do I have titanium over here? Got 2 in there. We'll take those 2. Nope, I didn't mean to pick it up. Dear Lord. Let's make another silo. Here's another empty one. The titanium girl. I get the location of the spout every single time wrong. All right, I've started this multiple times. Let's finish this. I want it to pick up, and oh, I need more of the canisters though. That was what I was doing. Mr. Sidetrack. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Even he doesn't know what he's doing half the time. Medium silo. Let's take this empty medium silo, put it over here with all of his buddies. Ooh, ooh, ooh. He's not primed for anything. Is this ready to go? No, it's just running really slow because I keep leaving the area. And I'm down 2 pumpkins. I think that's more than anything. Once I get this stuff cleaned up over here, which I think would have been faster to have done by hand at this point. Oh well, I don't care. Judge me. Judge me all you want. I need to make 3 more. Why won't it go in up there? Ah. Why won't it go in up there? I'm so confused. But you can put it in up there. I don't understand. Three, 24. All right, let's launch it. Because he should be, yeah, 22, 2240. Did you see it throw that last canister on as it was leaving? It was like, wait, don't forget this one. You forgot one. We need to go get several more pumpkins. That fell out of the area there. I'm scared to bump up here because of that. Ooh, that might work. Let's see if that helps. All right, let's go over. Yeah, we got some stuff. Ooh, let's try our new turn both of those off at once and then turn this on. It is. It's going on the silos. Yay. Ooh, is that nanocarbon? Yes! That's my first nanocarbon alloy. Alright, so I'll turn him back off and turn those back on. This is ready to go. About down there. Now, oh, is that how some people get away with it? I just had an epiphany. I just had an epiphany of how people get away with having care packages come back and not grab their stuff. Would that work all the time or every time? Sorry, my brain is processing. God, I don't want to have to drag all that stuff over here to test it. I guess I don't have to test it over here. I need another request platform. Two resin, 1 compound. 2 resin, 1 compound. There's 2 resin. And here comes 3. Ooh! And here comes 3 compound. I almost made 3 resin after picking 2 up off the ground. Bop, 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 bop. It's warm in here. It's warm in here. Why don't I have the AC on? Alexa, set circulator to 6. Take that compound, thank you. Take that compound, thank you. Now I need 2 more compound. I thought one of those had compound in it. That's clay. I guess I was wrong, as I frequently am. See, I feel like this hasn't been doing anything since I've been gone. But maybe it has. I don't know. It's just so quiet when I come back. Is that almost full? Almost. Got a little bit more. A little bit more ways to go. Let's send it. Let's send it. Just send it. Oy vey. Okay, let's turn these off, turn him on. So why did it have those with it this time? It kept some of the soups. It brought some of the soups back with it. Very odd. Where did they go? There was 3 of them. This bothers me. I don't understand. It seems to be unpredictable sometimes. No, stop taking those off. I don't want those off. Oh my god, it just reversed 2 of the things I just did. So many illogical decisions. Don't get me wrong. I really like this game. Now, where did that go? I watched him pick it back off. Damn it. No clue. No clue. It vanished. Did it roll over here? That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Turn those guys back on. God damn it. Alright, so now this one here. What if I just called... What if I did the care packages with this one? Yes. Yes. And then I could have this dude kind of sort the care packages minimally, like that. Cool. So this thing's coming back with a care package, and then we can watch it unload it. Ooh, we got some hydrazine. Is that a hydrazine? We've got another data chip. Another jump pack. Some more hydrazine. And that one's good. That one's done. But I can do another care package. Nice. Nice. So why is nothing happening over here? This is what bugs me. It's like these stop growing if I get too far out of distance. And I'm not that far away. I'm like right over here. Like why? I'll have to research that and see if that's what's actually happening or if it's my imagination. Because it might just be my imagination. Some things are often just my imagination. Some things are often just my imagination. Cool, there we go. Alright, so give me this copper, and we'll make that the copper container. Titanium. I thought we had a titanium. I think I used it. I used it to make something. So let's make this guy the titanium. We got a lot with that one. Alright, so I think the titanium is set for output. Oh, no, I bet you that was the one that I already put in. Disable output. There we go. Now titanium was sucked back in. Yay, it worked. It's working! It's working! It's working! Now this is pod racing. There's so little in it. Why is there so little in it? Why is this not doing anything? Let's go get more pumpkins. We need to have more pumpkins going more often. So we're just going to run to Aatrox. No, the pumpkins are also on Silva in the mountains. Maybe we can just find one that way. You know what I want to build while I'm here? I want to build a VTOL for Silva here. And is that in the medium? Exochip, tungsten, carbide, and a silicone. Look at all this stuff I've got laying over here. Silicon is, do I have methane here? Resin, quartz, and methane. That's argon. What the heck? Oh, it pulled it in and sorted it away. Let's order another care package. That's got compound. Alright, here's... What did it say I needed? I already forgot. Resin and quartz. There's... I've got a resin. I need a quartz. Have no soil on me. What do we get? What 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 we get? We got an EXO chip. We got a data chip. We got an EXO chip. And another nanocarbide alloy, whatever. Alright, I need some quartz. I need some quartz. Quartz. Oh, jeez. Is that even needed? Everything is still powered over here. Yeah, everything's getting power from the train rail, so that is... Yeah, that looks better. Accidental redecoration. I'm making quartz. That's what I'm doing. Methane is on Aatrox. So since I was planning on going to Aatrox to get some more pumpkins, squash, I should probably take the stuff with me that I need to make an atmospheric, or take an atmospheric condenser with me. Yeah, this just doesn't process unless I'm over here. That sucks. I don't understand why sometimes it goes to the top and sometimes it doesn't. I can't figure out the logic. At least it's not readily observable, I think, of what causes it to sometimes go in an open slot or sometimes get plugged into the very top up there. There's no rhyme or reason. But let's let that run. We're going to get together the stuff that we need to take an atmospheric condenser and some rudimentary... Oh, I was going to build a VTOL. I was working on that. That's why I was making quartz, and I still haven't made the quartz. Because these are in the way. We're going to Aatrox, so I'm going to go ahead and grab Princess now before I forget and I go there and die. Let's make some quartz. Quartzily. Certainly, some quartz. Certainly quartz. Power. We're going to take some power with us. I saw some, at least one packager. Thought I saw more. But I do know I have some graphite. There's the packagers that I saw. I knew I saw more than one. And then there's the graphite to make more. How did it know I wanted to make graphite? That's why those were connected. Misa forgot. They do need to stay connected, but I'm going to do it in a nicer way. Hopefully. Hopefully they'll stay connected. Why isn't it? What in the heck? I'm gonna bring this out. I want to turn them. Why can't? Oh, because I haven't placed it yet. And they're not in the right place on my backpack. Stop. I thought I just picked one up. Were those tethers that I picked up? I am so confused. That was a pack of tethers I picked up, I guess. Because I just used like 2 of them right there. Whatever. Whatever. I don't care. You kidding me? Of course you're not kidding me. This is the universe in which I live. Nothing is a joke. Nothing is a joke unless except everything you do. Yep, it's gonna disconnect. It's gonna disconnect. It's gonna don't. Maybe it won't. It will the next time I log in because it's not technically connected down there. Well, that was interesting. We'll take the QDRTG with us. So that's the power for the atmospheric condenser. Now let's make an atmospheric condenser. One plastic, one glass, one iron. There's the glass. There's an iron sitting there on the ground where everybody leaves their iron. Now I need a plastic. Plastics are easy. Carbon in a compound. Someday I'll... Oh, I got one right here. Alright. Atmospheric condenser. Maybe I'll get back to making the VTOL which I had planned on making. Why did I make quartz over there? I knew I had glass over here. I baffle myself sometimes. I baffle myself. Alright, we need to make the VTOL. Microchip, tungsten carbide, and silicone. Methane. That's why we're making the atmospheric condenser, to go get methane. See? It's all connected. There's a process. And I almost always forget the process. Makes me want to scream. Mr. Bumble. Scream, scream, scream. Alright, there we go. This is going to go on the shuttle. Set that over there. Now I need to take a couple large platforms. I don't think I have any compound or resin. You guys have all stopped processing because I've been gone, haven't you? Yeah, it looks that way. Do we have squash growing? Yeah, we do. Down to just 2. Used to have 4. The seeds flew out of the auto click range. Why is it doing that? Why is the power so low? I'm confused. I mean, that's enough to run those arms. Got 17 coming in. Whatever. They're working. I don't care. That's... Oh my goodness gracious. There we go. Resin. I was going to go get some resin so that I could make some platforms. There we go. I don't have any more on me. Let's dump some stuff so that I can run around here. That's going to go with us. Where's the other one? I packaged up 2 RTGs over there. Did I leave the other one over there? Of course I did. Of course I did. There it is on the ground, right there. That's going to go with us. Resin. I took the hoverboard off. Why isn't my hoverboard working? You don't have it on, you moron. Oh, I don't have the cutie RTG on. Oh my god. Oh my god. You're gonna go on a ship. Where goes it? There it is. Alright. Keep making those for the time being. Don't need... I mean, there's only enough resources on there to make a second one, which is fine. What else did I need? Oh, here's... got I have any use for that there? I could put the RTGs on it. Yeah, let's do that. Take that with us. Put the RTGs on it. I need to take a gas canister. Or 2. I think I've got 2 of them down here. Alright, you're going with us. That one. Yeah, that's one. And there's a second one that I unpacked over here. without thinking. Yeah, there it is. So let's take it and package it back up. Woohoo! Okay. Good, good, good. Turn that off. All right. Let us grab this. Ka-chunk. You're going with us. You're going with us. You're going with us. As are you. And you. And you. And gas container, RTG, RTG. Where is that second gas container? There it is. Yes. Now I need the actual condenser, air condenser. That's... Make up your mind, which one are we building off of? One plastic, a glass, and an iron. Did I already make this? I did. I was about ready to make another one. I was like, this seems really familiar. It's because I already made it. Look at that. Me saving resources. Let's take the oxygen tank. Let's take Princess. Let's take some tethers. Let's take the large utility thing. Let's pop it in the... Let's take him out. Place him over there. Place you up there. Ooh, I've got a mission to cash in. Oh, one item, resipound. And a leak. And a tapper. Resipound. Oh, cool. A tapper. And a leak. Looks like Kronos left some instructions. Do not turn it off and back on again. Ah, nuts. Good one, Frankie. Frank. Is this... Can this be used as resin or compound? That's pretty cool. Let's go donate this random leak they gave me to the cause by plopping it right there. So this is even more evidence that you have to be in this vicinity for it to work, because this should have been totally full by now. Yeah, because there's plenty of sturdy squash stuff in there. We're going to need an exo chip for the Beetle. Don't need the medium platform. Don't need the buttons. Not my gumdrop buttons. Let me take a hydrazine to put on the ship. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. All right. How are we doing on hydrazine? 50%. So there should be an empty slot over here. Yep. So you, Mr. Hydrazine, can go in there. All right. We're going to Atrox to set up a methane collection system. A very simple one. 2 platforms. Atrox is right there. Whoa. That was weird. That one looks good. I don't think it matters for what we're coming here for. This looks fine. This looks fine. Oh, I'm being shot at. Oh shit, I'm not protected. Oh my god, there's hydrazine on here. We would be completely obliterated. That's the first time I've ever been shot at as soon as I landed. Ho, ho, ho. Alright, let's get Princess activated. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, come on. Work with me here. Oh, there we go. Safety. Yum, 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 yum. That's so cute. All right, safety. I'm going to go kill that bastard. The one that just shot at me. There he is over there. Oh, you still got one off. You dickhead. All right, I've never been shot at as soon as I landed before. That was kind of crazy. I see nothing of use and nothing of value. It's all just junk. All right. Let's do what we came here for. I should have brought quartz so I could have laid down a beacon. Why didn't I bring quartz? I had just printed some up too. Not for that reason, but I should have brought some quartz. Shoot. I'm hesitant to put it down now because I might forget where it is. Why didn't I bring quartz? Why didn't I bring quartz? I have to put a beacon down. Or at the very least a landing pad. Let me just, this is inconvenient, but I need to think ahead. Let's go back. I'm going to build a landing pad and a beacon and bring those back with me. Should have done that to begin with. Wasn't thinking. Back to Silva. Hoping I can, oh, see, there it is over there. Stop spinning, stop, slow down. So that says landing pad, landing site. So that should be, it looks like I can reach it now. I can reach it now. I was not able to reach that before. All right, let's, he's full now. That looks like it processed while I was gone. Very interesting. All right, let's send you, no, don't do the care package. Let's turn you guys off. Turn you on. But wait, before I do that, I want to see if it returns with some of the soup. Because the last time it actually came back with some of the soup that I sent with it. And I was very confused. I was so confused. I don't like being confused. It came back with, ooh, we got some nice graphite. It came back with one of them for some reason. Let's set that off to the side here. No, it came back with 2. That's so weird. All right, let's turn you on to unload this stuff. We got some graphite. We got some graphite. What do you get? Ooh, quartz. There's my beacon right there. More graphites all going in here. We're up to, ooh, 5 graphite. Some clay. Another quartz. And a chip. A chippy chip. And that's it. And turn you two back on. Alright, let's leave the nano chip there for now. Let's get rid of this organic. Let's make a beacon. And now let's go make a landing pad, which is on the large printer, I think. 1 aluminum, 2 ceramic. There's the aluminum. And 2 ceramic. I know one of these is ceramic. Yeah, there's plenty in there. Swap those out. There we go. And now let's make the landing pad. Let's take 1 more compound to make. I'm not gonna need any tethers because I'm gonna set this up right where I land, basically. Basically, yes. Going 1 hour and 12 minutes. I'm gonna cap it at like 2 hours tonight. Ooh, that's really loud. I will not point the fan directly at me. I will instead turn on my air conditioner. Give me 1 second. Smart home. Bedroom. There we go. All right. Come here with me, Mr. Landing Pad. We're going over this way. You're coming up here. You're going to go right there. Okay, I think that's everything. So now I've got the beacon and I got the landing pad and I already have the other stuff already loaded up. Yeah, let's go back to Atrox and start collecting methane so that I can make tungsten carbide or one of the other alloys or something so that I can make some VTOLs. Tasks. We have already done the small automation for the farm event. I haven't done the rails thing yet. We'll get to that eventually. Let's land right here. I don't see anything going to shoot me as soon as I get out. This is nice. This is in a nice location. Location. at a bigger slant than it looked at when I was up higher. Let's try. I'm so weird when it comes to this kind of stuff. Yeah, I could try to true flat it, but the true flat stuff never works for me. And I know I get impatient and I try to use the big tool, and you can't use the big tool. But I see these people building their base, and they're like, they build like one wall online, like they do in their playthroughs and whatnot. They do like one wall, and it's all sped up. And I was like, oh yeah, that looks easy. And then they say, all right, so that took 45 minutes to do that wall. And I was like, what? 45 minutes? Oh, I've placed a shelter on every planet. Woohoo! I didn't realize I was going to complete that. Nice. The reward is 2 cutie. Oh, good. I can leave more power here. And a schematic for a medium shuttle. And I came here in a large shuttle, so thanks, I guess. All right, cool. So more power that I can leave here. Because the only thing that's going to be happening here is methane collection. Dear Lord. All right. Let's take a large platform B and a large platform A. And let's bring you over here to the platform. There we go. All right. So it's going to be, everything's going to be like right here. Land, grab it, load it, go. RTG, RTG, gas chamber, or canister, not gas chamber, that's something totally different. Atmospheric thingamabob. Hey, welcome, Can't Cirrus, new follower. I just set that up and that scared the crap out of me. Oh my god. Now I'm ready for it, and I know to turn the volume down on it a little bit. Holy moly. It's going pretty good, other than just being completely... That was the first time I've gotten the notification, because I didn't have them set up correctly, and so I wasn't getting follow notifications. But yours was the first one that I heard, and I can say without a doubt that it works. So I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing tonight, or day, wherever you are? Wow. All right, and we set this to methane. Nitrogen I can get on other planets. 11, I'm an hour ahead of you. Well, if you're about 11, it's 12:30 where I'm at right now, after midnight. I don't know which side of 11 you are on, or how close you are to 11. All right, so you're 10. You're 10, you know, almost 11. So I'm 2 hours ahead of you. I'm just doing my thing. I play several hours a day, usually. 10:40. That's when I should have went to bed. I've got an early start tomorrow, but alas, I needed methane from Atrox, and you can't collect methane from Atrox if you go to bed at a decent hour. All right, so I just got 2 of these as a reward for completing the mission of having a landing pad on every planet. I know they don't add a lot because they only produce 1 each, but they're free and I don't want to lug them back. All right, I also want to set down a beacon here. I know they show up sometimes, but the landing pads usually show up. I've had times where they don't. And I use blue because blue stands for base. B for that's the base. All right, let's put that there. Let's face that there. I think that's pretty much everything I need to do here. I need to take a little bit of methane back with me so that I can... no, I'll be on a little bit longer. I should. Everything, keyword is should, go to bed soon. But when you set your own schedule, I sometimes abuse that privilege that I have in my life. I should have an early start tomorrow. I should go to bed at a decent hour. But I need methane from Atrox. You're going back. Is everything off of there? Yes. So let's load you back on the shuttle. There we go. Where is helium? Helium is... also here on Atrox. Oh, there it is. Does it have a higher concentration on other planets? Let me look that up. Helium, 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 helium. Helium is only available on Atrox. So I can get methane from Novus. This is the only place I can get helium. So I think I need to... That's not even collecting. I didn't even hit repeat. Yeah, but I do need that methane that we did collect. So I'm going to... This is now my helium base. Nope, nope. Just give it to me. There we go. There we go. All right, so I got the methane that I needed to make my stuff back home. Yeah, those missile plants are the fastest, I understand. This is just kind of like, I don't need any of that right now, the helium. I'm so scatterbrained. What was I looking it up for? I was going to make... Oh, it was on here. Oh, the terrarium. That was why I needed helium. I'm going to collect 1 helium while I'm here. So I can use that in the terrarium thing for Atrox. And then I'm going to have to come back anyway because the terrarium is on Silva. But I might as well get the helium while I'm here. I can't think of anything I need helium for other than the gastropod mission at this time. Yeah, I've been getting lucky. I've got a few nanocarbon that was delivered through the care packages. I set up a little farm, and I've gotten like 4 or 5 nanocarbon through the care packages. So I feel pretty lucky there. I know I'm going to need more, but yeah, I will have to up the helium here. Right now, I think I only need the 1 canister, but it's going to take a little while to do. I don't have any aluminum on me, or else I would do the Tapper organic thing. But yeah, this was a quick. This was supposed to be a quick stop off, start an atmospheric condenser, and then leave. Oh, I need that on me. I think it's more important on me than over there. What's here that I could go? Oh, you're out of seeds. Let's find you some seeds without getting shot. Hey, there we go. Whoops, there we go. Does he not? Oh, he was just warning me. Da 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 da. Oh, there's a shooter right there. I'm not sure if I'm ready for hardcore. I had over 800 hours in the game, and that was all from about 2.5 years ago, and I just restarted playing it. And when I started replaying, I didn't know anything about the new DLC that's coming, or any of that stuff. I just started playing, and I had never played any of the Glitchwalker stuff, even though I had bought the DLC and never played any of it. So I was kind of relearning the game. My first few days were in it. Yeah, I'm usually overly cautious in every single game that I play. Like, I play as if I'm on hardcore, and I'm overly cautious in every game that I play. I take as few risks as I possibly can. And I still die. There's a gateway over there. There's one of those guys. I'm just gonna get this helium and go when it's done. I don't need to take risks. I don't want to take risks. We're halfway there. We're more than halfway, because it's 5 and it's got 3 done. Yeah. I make I make stupid mistakes and die. Suffocate 10 feet from a tether because I just needed that one more nugget of something. And that's all the stuff that you experience when you're starting out. Trying to get your base going, and you're hand mining everything, and you're taking those risks of, I don't want to run all the way out here again just for one nugget. And yeah. My first death in this game, in this run through, my first death in 2.5 years of Astroneer, because I didn't play for almost 2.5 years. I was quickly unloading stuff into a shredder, and I didn't realize, or I didn't remember, that I had a dynamite in my backpack, and it was right next to my main base on Silva, the starting base on Silva, so it blew away all of the ground all around it, and about a third of the base was blown up, but it's whatever. I've had close calls, mostly on Silva Star. Yeah. I don't find Aatrox that hard. About 10 minutes ago, 10 or 15, I don't know if you were on when I landed the first time on Aatrox tonight. There was a shooter plant, like, right near my shuttle. So, like, as soon as I got out, it shot at me. And I'm like, oh, no. And I hadn't given Princess a seed in order to save my ass. So I was very scared. I thought I had hydrazine in the shuttle and stuff, and I thought that it was going to be a reel. I was going to have to make a reel out of it, of how dangerous Aatrox is. Start with nothing, no shelter, and no landing pad. Yeah, I've tried it before, back in the old game. It's the same game. But yeah, I don't know why I did any of that. I have one. I've got one. Let's grab it. My backpack is, of course, full. That's the methane I need to take. When I don't need to take the tethers. Give me that, please. Turn off output. Turn off output. Got a methane and a helium. I think that's all. Don't need the compound. Tethers can stay here for if I need them on another return. Disable output. There we go. Alright, let's go back to Silva. 14 launches left. Good on fuel. Very visible. Silva. That's my original base over there, but that's not where I want to go. I want to go to that landing site right there. It's always on the very edge of the horizon, and it has been a source of much frustration since I decided to move my Silva base to the North Pole here. The first time I built my base over here, or when I built my base over here, I put the landing pad like in this nice convenient area, and this is a mess in here. This is a work in project. I put the landing pad over here so it was all nice convenient, but for some reason the curvature of Silva made it so that I could not click on it. No matter how many times I went around the planet, no matter how many times I orbited, I could not click on the landing pad. So I used up a ton of hydrazine, and I kept inching it out further that way, moving it a little bit further, a little bit further, a little bit further. And right about there where I have it now is where I can barely hit the dome to land on the landing pad. So annoying. I just wish that, easy fix, rather than when we enter a planet's atmosphere and we're stuck on that equator, if we could just, change our latitude a little bit, that would be great. Speed up, slow down, move left and right or up and down. Alas, it's annoying, but it was an easy fix. I just had to bump it. All right, what are we doing? Where are we at? We are taking the methane. We are making a VTOL. I need a... oh, that's why that EXO chip was laying on the ground over here. I left that out there so I would remember why it was there, but I didn't remember why it was there. Story of my life. All right, so that can go there. I need a tungsten carbide. Or let's make the silicone, because that's why I went and got the methane. Let's move you guys over here. Nothing explosive on there. Let's put the methane and the helium on there. Wrong one. And a quartz. I made quartz right before I left. There's the quartz. Pop you over here. There we go. And there's our silicone. Or silicon. I've called it silicone since I was a kid. And I'm pretty sure it's just pronounced silicon. Alright, and what was the other thing I need? Wrong one. Tungsten carbide. And I think it's just tungsten and carbonite, or carbon. Yeah. We've got a carbon up there. Tungsten I have been receiving for care packages. So one of these has tungsten in it. Titanium, tungsten. All right. Tungsten. Let's make our tungsten carbide. Our silicone. We've also been receiving good amounts of hydrazine from the care packages. You know what? I want to set up a canister to receive the nanocarbonate. There we go. Nope, turn off. Output there. Ah, there we go. Oh, that's a hydrazine. Those were. Oh, that's nice. I can shred those later. There we go. Let's grab some more hydrazine. I know we've been receiving some. I watched them go off. Come on. There's one. We have received several. But I don't see it. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to grab while I was on Aatrox, was a couple more squash. Because I'm losing these a little bit at a time. I used to have 4, and now I'm down to 2. Darn. I should have written that down. I usually write that stuff down. I had 4 squash going at one time. Sturdy squash, pumpkins. And they've just dwindled down to 2 because the seeds fly out of the range of my proximity repeaters. And they don't plant, and then they eventually poof, disappear. And that is running slow. Beetle. Let's finish the beetle. Well, that got auto mode loaded. I should have known that was going to auto load that. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Okay. Now what? Oh, that's right. There are pumpkins on this planet as well, on Silva. Let's recall. Oh, I don't want to go over there. All the way over there. Let's just go look. It's supposed to be in the mountains. Come on, enter. There we go. There's one. Yep. Oh, I didn't mean to take back out. Ooh, 3 of them. Nice. Let's get just a couple more. Whoops. Get just a couple more. There's one. 3 more. Again, nice. That'll help speed things up over there. Alright, let's head back. Ah, I love these things. Oh, I don't. The repeaters will take care of planting them for me. I don't have to do that. How convenient. How convenient. Yeah, there's going to be so much sturdy squash seed over here after this. It might be too much. It might be overkill. But hey, that's okay. I should do a hardcore run through. Maybe when Megatech drops, I'll do. Maybe the challenge I'll give myself is to only play Megatech on hardcore until I do 100% completion on hardcore. That might be more than I can chew. That might just be insane. Yeah, this is more like it. There will always be a backlog of these now, which is going to be nice. There we go. I had output on that one. That's probably why it always returned with a canister or two on the outside. Let's go order some care packages. I know we've got the points for it. Care packages. Oh, I love that. Alright, I need one for... Is there a space over there? I thought there was. Alright. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Ooh, another hydrazine jetpack. Some more hydrazine. Excellent. Another data chip. And another... What was that? What was that one? Another hydrazine jetpack. I didn't even see everything I got. I've got to get sorters working on these soon. All right. We've got our Beetle for Silva. What was next? Let's re-examine my tasks list. Let's get over here into some oxygen so I don't suffocate while I figure out what I'm doing. Plus, ooh, that's almost ready to go. We'll let those fill up. Tasks. Dun, 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 dun. All right, we have completed the Atrox shells. Oh, that's what the helium and stuff that I came back with. That's what I was gonna do. So let's just change that to not completed, and we'll do the finish Galastropod Atrox mission. We did the small automation of the farm event. Turned out pretty good. I like it. It works. Cannot complain. Let's see, what else? I'm just kind of thinking, what are some other goals that I'm like, oh, there's my free research bites from Glacio experiment. All right, let's go do the Galastropod, which means he is over, I think he's over by the xenobiology lab. Let's grab that helium though. Oh gee, where did I put it? Or I don't still have it. Oh, I put it over here so I could craft with it. There it is. I don't need princess right now. Alright, that looks good. That looks good. Here comes my train. Recall failed. It's because he's coming to this one. Cancel this and... Oh my god. Cancel that one. Call cancel, and then I'll call it to this one. It was just the other day I noticed that this right here, well, someone on my stream pointed out that this is a countdown to when the train comes. And it blew my mind. And then I started seeing these ring timers on a lot of things. And I just was like, the devs got a lot of stuff right. Little tidbits. Little bits of the world like that are pretty cool. Some other decisions, like putting down a landing pad and not being able to click on it no matter where you are in orbit, baffle me. Alright, let's... there's another medium resource. These are empty ones. Oh, I want to put those over there real quick. What's that? Is that chips? Yeah. Large resource container. Alright, let's put you there. This is almost ready to go. Oh, look at all that. That's gorgeous. Beautiful. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Why is that auto arm off? I must have accidentally clicked on it or something. That's why this has taken a little longer. Alright, so that should be full now. Why isn't it putting one right there? Right there. There we go. Now it's totally full. 2240. Send it off. What did you just take? Plastic. No, I don't really want plastic in there. I have had lithium. I had seen lithium. Ammonium. I don't want ammonium in it. I want... You know what? I don't want to mess with that right now because I'm going to fight with it until I scream. Hey, more nanocarbon alloy. Yay. So turn off these two guys. Turn him on. There's another chip. Another EXO chip. Some nanocarbon goes right into there. We're up to 3 of those. I didn't see what that was. I looked away. Oh, and some of those that have fallen through, it looks like. Interesting. No, those haven't fallen through. It's coming through this thing, which is on output. Okay, I'm gonna scream. There's no repeater. I do not understand how these keep getting... Output keeps turning back on these. I've turned them off a dozen times. So now I've got a bunch of these that are in the wrong spots. Oh, and I left him on. Not happy right now. Not happy. Not happy. Not happy. Oh, my soup. There's a soup. Alright, I think that's it. Weird. Alright, all of that totally distracted me. I called the train over here because I was going to go back over to the original Silva base and do the Galastropod Astrox stuff. Let's head over. Dee 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 dee. I feel like my rails are as efficient as my bases. Not very. I could have used a paver and a rover and made a straight line directly to the new base. But I didn't. That's what I thought I saw. Abandoned backpack. See if we got anything good. Small squeaker horn, some oxygen filters, another work light, and a curious item. And a small turbine here with the base. Alright, cool. Could have done a straight line from one base to the other, and that would be more efficient. Nah. Let's make it feel like the Grand River Canyon ride at Disneyland. I sure hope he's over. I don't know where he is. Crap. Oh, is this him over here? That's DeSolo. That's the Glacio one. Shoot. I don't know where it is. Can I recall it if I haven't completed it yet? Oh, no. Where is the empty terrarium? Oh, there it is. Whew. I thought it was over here. He just needs some helium. He took that whole canister. Alright, and then the next thing I need to do is get one of the seeds. The seeds is the spine lily. The spine lily. That's those. Spine lilies are pretty common. Is that the right one or the? That's those ones that are, they're like the green, I call them the lily pad. Well, yeah, they're lily pads, but with spines. Then hence spine lily. Spine lilies are spiky lily pads that can form in small clusters found on Calidor and Atrox. Yay. So we're going to Calidor. Bring him along. Don't need that with us. But I don't want to just keep laying stuff around. Come over here, please. No, no, that's not what I meant to change. I meant to call you. Okay. Whatever. Oh my god, come over here. There we go. Solid fuel jump jet. A buggy. I'm gonna need that for the terrarium. Those dudes can just hang out there. That there. Found on Calidor and Atrox. I think I should go back to Atrox. Because then while I'm at Atrox, I can go ahead and grab some methane that's been collecting. Bring that back with me. And those spine lilies are fairly common. I think I remember seeing them scattered a boot. Alright, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go grab a drink. Okay, be right back. I am back. And we're going to go on a little jaunt. How did this do while I was gone? Did it fill any? Did it fill one up? It sure did. And I think it's ready to go. Yeah, 2240. So that can go. Let's let those go. Let's order a launch pad. Or a care package, I mean. Ooh, I saw that. There's another one. These smelting furnaces are awesome. I want to keep those all, like, together. Where did... Oh, and I got stuff coming in over here. Yippee yay. Why is the titanium not being pulled into a container? I'm pretty sure I had a titanium container. There we go. Titanium, titanium, titanium. This one is iron. How much iron is in there? Just 2? That's got 5 iron. Oh, that's got iron in it too. And that's got iron. So eject it, let that one pull it in. Then grab a tungsten, set on top, and immediately turn off output, and it should suck them in. There we go. Nice. All right, and there's a soup that got away from me. Go there. No, no, no. Damn it. I forgot to turn this one off again. I hope that was just the one. I have a feeling it was more than one. Turn you guys back on. This is almost full. Cool. All right, we're going to Calidor. Calidor. Oh no, I'm going to go to Atrox because I want to check on my stuff that's going on there. Don't need the trumpet horn. Don't need the wind turbine. Taking the empty. Oh, I do need the trumpet horn. So let's go ahead and put it on the terrarium. All right, that should be good. And we're going to take Princess. We're going to go take a couple seeds from my little garden over here. All right, replant. Replant. And put in reserve. All right, there we go. We are protected. We don't need to take a whole lot with us. Let's take that. $12 launches. Back to Atrox. To find some spine lilies. Spine lilies. Is that it? Is this my landing pad? There's my landing pad. Skadoosh. $25 out of 160. There's hardly. All right, let's find some spine lilies. Spine lily, where are you? feeling slightly adventurous. Let's just go down. There's some carbon. I have a whole lot of room on here. Let's leave you up here with the ship. So I have some room. Just so I have some room. I see some debris. You know I love me some debris. I know. Is there any more there's more compound over there. Yee. Tethers, tethers, tethers. Making lots of tethers. Alright, there we go. Should be one. There should be one. No, 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 no. Oh, missed it. Screw it. Why did it do that for? It didn't go into the back. It didn't go into the printer slot. Sometimes it goes into the printer slot. Or sometimes I imagine it goes into the printer slot, I guess I should say. It probably doesn't. It's probably me and my wishful thinking. Hey, there it is. It rolled right down here to where I needed it anyway. Ooh, I went way too deep. Spine lily, where are you? Lots of pumpkins down here. You know, sometimes those spine lilies are surrounding the cauldrengias. Wow, I'm just not seeing anything but squash down here. Much disappoint. Much disappoint. Nothing. Not a single one. Not a single one. Spine lily, you've let me down. I think I'll find him in a Aatrox cave. Looking for some spine lily. That's that harmless flora that I already took back. The sun's coming up, that kind of helps. Maybe? Alright, let's take you with me. Yeah, of course you're... No, that doesn't connect. I don't have an oxygenator, so I do have to keep it connected to the ship. Should have brought an oxygenator. Should have brought an oxygenator. Oxygenator. Oh, you know what? Since I have Princess on me, I could go up as high as I want to look around, and then fall. I don't see any spine lily. Alright, let's do some research. Found on Calidor and Aatrox. Spine lily Astroneer Aatrox location. On the surfaces of Aatrox and Calidor. Grr, I say. Grr. Oh well, I need it. I need to find it. And the methane or the helium or whatever one's collecting over there is going to collect. So I might as well find other stuff to do. I'm looking for a spine lily. Just one seed.
Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum.
One stinking spine lily is all we stinking need, and I don't see one anywhere. Oh my gosh, I just... There, is that one? That's one. Found one. Found one. Found one. Yay, 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 yay. And that thing's going to block my access. There we go. Got two of them. Now let's get over here before I suffocate. Yay! Never give up. Never surrender. All right. Hot dang. All right. Come over here. Empty terrarium. Take that off. Just need one. Yay. Attach the horn, and we're off. Oh good, he's close by. Hi little guy. Hey little guy. Oh my gosh, there's a spine lily right there. Oh, you turd. Oh, you turd. Okay, I'm getting into dangerous territory here. All right, we're good. We good. We good. Alrighty. Give me you. Put you there. Put you there. Turn you on. Let's take some helium home. Come on, come on. All right.
Helium.
All right, that's all we came to Aatrox for. Now we're going to go back and make something with the helium. I can't remember what it was now. Let me hop out and look at my missions real quick. All right, so I got to go put that in the terrarium in the exobiology lab. That one right there. Need to print an RTG. I could do that. I think I've got all the stuff I need to do that. Let's go ahead and track that one. Probe scanner. Pretty sure I could do that. Activate. Now we're a ways off from activating the satellite. All right. Let's go back to Silva, to the main, my alpha base there. Come on, where's my cursor? There it is. Xenobiology lab. Not princess. Inoki. Womp womp. Womp womp. Womp 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 womp. Boom. Slot all gastropods to sonic array. Ooh. What? Okay. That must be the sonic array up there? Four, 5, 6, 7. So I need to get... That's Calidor's. I need to get DeSoto and Silva's. And one other's. DeSolo's and Silva's. Can't see the camera angles. So there's one more. What of whom am I missing? I've got Calidor, Aatrox, Novus, Visania, DeSolo, and Silva. Who am I missing? I'm missing Glacio. Glacio! Come to me, Glacio. There you are. Skadoosh. Not the shuttle, just the little guy underneath. Alright, here we go. I don't know what this does. This is my first time. The Galasterpods were not in the game when I quit the game. I didn't quit the game. I just... Stuff came up. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. That was when I went on my Astroneer journey. Ba-da-da-ba. Okay, cute. Okay. The person who wrote this song is like, no, my song is playing for its entirety in the game. Ain't nothing stopping my song. And then they all explode. Is that it? Oh, and then each one of them explodes inside their terrarium, and each one of them is just covered with red. Oh God, I'm awful. All right, so what do I do with that mission now? Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? Final entry. Use data log to check Dr. Inus's new entry, and I will get an RTG. And I will get an RTG. Ooh. Oh, here we go. I may have been a bit hasty in my initial assessments regarding the Galasterpods. I can understand why Exodynamics sought to integrate them into society rather than exterminate them. The temporary physical improvements they provide to their caretakers is an objectively a beneficial increase. I have yet to quantify the more permanent positive effects they've had on my productivity and mood. I must admit I am glad for our temporary course diversion from Lubos Prime. I find myself strangely excited and anxious to expose the little ones to that planet. It will inevitably change them. I can only hope for the better. Nio will no doubt laugh at me for this. Whatever he needs must be urgent. I can hear him calling me again. And then we went to 404. Yep. That's pretty cool, though. It was a nice little addition. Some of them are a little overpowered, like the one that gives you constant air and oxygen, or oxygen and energy. Just a little bit. I don't know. Maybe. Let's bring the train over. Let's bring the train all the way over here. I love the red flashing lights. I grew up in a very small village in Ohio, and I lived one house away from the railroad tracks. I could walk there in 30 seconds, and it was pretty active railroad tracks. There was trains at least daily. Some days there were several that went through, and our street got blocked. The main street in our village got blocked at least once or twice a day, and they had these old-fashioned road lights. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? I am... Oh, I gotta claim those rewards. I did not claim the rewards. I can do that right here. Ooh, I'm gonna get a lab suit. And 2 cutie RTGs. Hello, cutie RTGs. Hello, Cal. Did you have to get right in front of me there? Move out of my way for a second. There we go. And now it's the final entry. I'm going to get an RTG. Boom! Alright, let's just slot you real quick, slot you real quick. Don't have room for you, but we can put you on the train. Nice. Nice. Can I sit in that while on here? Yeah. Oh, I can even control it while I'm on here. Oh, it makes it like just like a passenger. Oh, I wish we had first-person view in this game. This would be the time to use it. Oh, that would be so cool. First-person view inside these hamster balls. Call it hamster view. There's a bunch of those spine lilies right here on Silva. The Astropedia said that they were on Calidor and Atrox. I thought I'd seen them on Silva before. They were right there. Oh man, they were right there. And I went all the way back to Atrox to get them. And that was unnecessary. Look at all of them. Holy shinolis. We just passed like 20 of them. Oi, oi. That was loud. Alright, let's grab the... Not wrong one. Wrong one. Let's grab... What? Oh, there they are right there. Right in front of my face. Right in front of my face. Set those right there. Let's send this off for a care package. This is ready to go. Oh no, it's still loading. That's weird. For as long as I've been gone, it should have been loaded by now. How is my overabundance of squash going? Yep, that's great. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're down to, no, there's the 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 7 in there now. Ooh, we're up to 10 Astronium. Sweet. I always wondered if that was a solid roof. It's not. What a dumb thing to waste hydrazine on. Let's do some stuff. I've got rubber over here. I am not ready this late at night to start on my big organization project. But I would like to build. Where am I at mission-wise? I think we should go to DeSolo and look for that circuit thing. Let's grab. I'm gonna make another Beetle. EXO chip, tungsten, carbide, and silicon. I just need 1 tungsten. I know we've been receiving it as an award in our care package. Is that ready to go? No, not quite. Yeah, let's send it. Tungsten, glass, iron. Those are 2 irons again? Oh, there's no more iron over here? Iron, iron, iron. Titanium. These are all set for iron. See, this is why I don't like this or the sorting system where they're all on the same platform. It just doesn't freaking work. If they get mixed up at all, you end up with just a mess. And it's annoying. Alright, let's turn you 2 off. I'm gonna take that for right now. Lots of EXO chips. Okay, I'm gonna need an EXO chip. I'm gonna need a hydrazine, but my backpack's full, so let's set that over there. Still didn't get the tungsten that I went over there for. I'm gonna go over here and plant this seed real quick. Tungsten, where are you? Tungsten, my friend. That is titanium. See, this is all messed up. There's several of them that are taking in iron, and I don't know how that happened. There's some more portable smelters. Put those over here with these ones. I learned a trick with these things. These are better than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are better than the smelters that you build for the game, because the smelters that you build for the game can only do 1 nugget at a time. But if you put if you put several of those single ones, I know there's tungsten over here. There it is. That's holding 5 of them. If you put several of the single ones on a platform and then use a repeater button to trigger them, then boom, you've got as many as you can get on the platform, about 8 or 9, even 10, going all at once. And that's faster than one at a time. All right, I want to go get 2 silicon. And I'll be able to make 2 of those. Whoops, nope. 2, nope. There you go. Let's go get 2 silicon right here. Got the methane. I need the quartz, which I think I've got 1. No, I've got 2. Yippee-ki-yay. 2 El Quartzos. That's going to give me 2 silicon. One. Are we out of methane? Oh, we're out of resin. Oh, I didn't realize it took resin. I made the right thing, didn't I? That's silicon? Yeah. So I should have enough here. I need the tungsten carbide. Oh, I need to make that. I put this stuff on there to make it, but I didn't actually make it. There we go. Nice. Now I need to make... what do I need to make? I need 1 more resin. And 1 more EXO chip. I think I've got some EXO chips over here. I know I got someone over by the farm. Hey, there's another copper trying to hide from me. No, no nano chips or EXO chips. Dooloo, dooloo, dooloo. Alright, you're gonna go to DeSolo with me. Oh, that's right, the rocket's not over here, because I landed at the main base. So you're gonna go by train. Hello. You're not going. Hello, can't see. There we go. You're not going. You're not going. You're not going. You're going. You're not going. Alright, let's go back over here and see what is it doing. What are we at now? Oh, let's go get the resin. What do we got here? We got nanocarbon and tungsten carbide. So I need to make another silicon. Yep. Ah. An EXO chip. EXO chip. There's a ton of them. There's one right there. Now I need some hydrazine to take with me for their fuel purposes. Let's see. I finally got some nano... Why can't I never remember what it's called? Nanobite? No, nanocarbon alloy. What can I make with those? Ooh, look at all that stuff. Some good stuff, I guess. I don't know. Is this full over here? No, it's not. It's not. Nope, I don't want that. I don't. How are we doing, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we've lost one, unless it's underneath there. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, they're all 7. Not full yet. Look at me getting distracted. Alright, another Beetle. That's gonna go over there. Hydrazine. That's what I was going over here to look for. Hydrazine. Alright. Disable output. Okay. Okay. How do these decide what they're taking in? That just doesn't make sense to me. There's an empty one. Disable output. It's sucking in iron. Alright, I want one of them to suck in... What is that? I've got ceramic and tungsten and titanium over here that hasn't been sucked in yet. Now it's ceramic. Titanium. Okay. It's kind of doing it. Okay. I still don't understand the logic of what it chooses to suck in. I just wish that each one had a menu. You know how like the filters, those have menus. I just wish every container had that, and you could select it. You could create it and select it and say, this container shall hold for its entire existence X resource. All right, we're going to go to Calidor. Look at this mess. But I need an EXO chip. No, I didn't. I already got the EXO chip that I came over for. I was starting to look to see what I can build with the nanocarbon alloys. large rover is going to be nice to have soon. What is that? Oh, that's the rail station. Yep, yep, yep. Haven't used any printer filters yet in this game. I haven't unlocked the large resource container. One glass, one titanium, and the nanocarbon alloy, which I'm getting pretty lucky with lately on the missions. And that's a large storage silo A. Is it just shorter? Might need those later on. Active storage, yep, we'll do that. Crane I'll take. Don't need the horns. Don't need the recreational sphere. Silicon and a graphene for a field shelter. Don't really need it. I've got a landing pad on every planet now. The RTG. Oh, I've got lithium and I've got nanocarbon alloys now. Hey, RTGs are nice. I could drop 2 more back up on Aatrox and have a full speed collector up there. We'll do that in a little while, but we're gonna go to DeSolo. Are you guys full? You're full, aren't ya? You are full. Alright, turn off these guys. Launch this guy. Waiting for him to come back. Lots of exo chips. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Ooh, more resources. More iron. That looked like titanium. Yep, titanium. More iron, more tungsten, more data chips. Circuits, whatever. Ooh, there went a copper. Tungsten. Tungsten and another chip. I think that's it. Yep. Alright, turn these guys back on. Let's get some of the hydrazine. Thought we had some over here. I've come and checked this like 5 times now, and each time I conclude that we don't have any, or that I've used it all up. There's that narrow mod I was looking for. Hydrazine, hydrazine, there's one. Hydrazine, hydrazine. There's, no, that's soil. I think one's enough. One's enough for now. How much astronium is hydrazine? 3 astronium for 4 hydrazine. That's not bad. We're getting free astronium from the care packages. Let's head to DeSolo. Check out the base that I had there. We're going by train over to the rocket. Look at all those spine lilies. There's pumpkins. Swash. hard squash, whatever they're called. They've been there the whole time. All right, while we're traveling, let's update my tasks. We finished the Aatrox mission. Yay! We've not done that yet. We'll do that later. The rails thing. That's on Visania. That's a fixed project. Something I messed up. We're gonna go to DeSolo and look for the data chip from the mission. Whatever. Bloop. If I wanted to take those RTGs to Aatrox, we could do that after DeSolo, maybe. I thought there were two of them. Maybe there was just one. Let's take Vito. Put you up there. Let's take another. And put you up there. Let's take an RTG. And put you up down there. I don't really need to take that with me. I need to take the hydrazine to fuel the Beetle. Okay, let's go to DeSolo. 8 launches left. There's my landing pad. Right? Yeah, I think so. I need to do the storm missions soon too. Yeah, this was my very basic base. Let's recall the one that helps you see a lot of stuff. I think he's on. I wish it said their names here. I know them by name, not what which one they came from. Astroneer, Galastropods. Usagi DeSolo. So it's DeSolo. Oh, I had him selected. He's the one that lets you see more on your radar. But he has to be well fed. So let's grab some seeds. Hey, look. Ouch. Let's do that. Let's replant ya. Should have fed one of those to him. I'm so brainless sometimes. Are there any seeds up here? Yeah, there's some seeds over here. We'll go get these seeds. We'll go get these seeds right over here. Graphite up here. There's spherulite. Seed. All right, there we go. Okay, let's go get out the beetle. Helps if I grab it before I go down. All right, grab one. What do we got down here? What is that? Oh, that's a rover seat. All right, let's unpack you. Let's load you with fuel. There's some nano chips that we can take back with us. That's a nice solar power. Solar power. Nice. Did I just put that nano chip in there? I don't know, but I don't really care. All right, let's go up. We're trying to find something. Is it those things? What are those? What is... What is that? What? Ouch. Oh, is that... Oh, that's what it's leading us to. Those are the... Okay, that's not the mission thing I'm looking for. It's leading us to the chess pieces. Which is nice. But... yeah, I don't care about the chess pieces. I'm here looking for... I need to collect Data Circuit Model A 2 out of 5 in the DeSolo Hills. These are the flats. Here's the hills. Okay. We've almost used half our fuel already. I'm not seeing anything except those, the storm, the exo caches, and the chess pieces. I'm not seeing anything else but those things. This is just terrible. This is just terrible. Almost used an entire canister of hydrazine and I found nada. 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 Alright, gang. It's 3. I've been going for 3 hours. I just crossed the 3-hour mark, 3 hours and 3 minutes. It is 2:20 in the morning where I am, and I do have to do a little bit of work tomorrow. But I am home all day, as far as I'm aware. Just the only thing on my must do is I must wait and receive a FedEx package, and that's it. What a hard life I've got this week. So, thanks for the new follows. Thanks for chatting and spending some time with me. If you were here for 1 minute or the entire time, I super appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Hit that follow button if you're on Twitch. And thanks again so much for your eyes and ears. And my light's off. That's why it's been so dark everywhere I go. Bloop. What a difference. All right. Take care, everybody. Be kind to one another and stay safe.